What is going on, guys? Iridium here, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today I'm going to be hopefully showing you guys 5 things that you are doing wrong within your Valorant gameplay. You know, you guys are the sickest, best players in the world, and I'm sure there's some things that you're doing that is actually not wrong, and obviously some stuff is situational, but this is going to just hopefully be a helpful video to most of you guys out there to just maybe look at a specific scenario in a different way, or to just look at specific parts of your gameplay that you can maybe improve on. But before I get into these 5 things that you're probably doing wrong within Valorant, I just want to ask if you guys would not mind hitting the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. It helps me out so much, and it helps you guys never miss a video when I post them here on my channel. And if you want to watch me play Valorant live or come ask me questions live, go ahead over to my Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/iridium. I stream there every day except for Wednesdays and Sundays. I would love to see you guys there. So without any further ado, let's get right into these 5 things that you're doing wrong, maybe not, within Valorant. The first thing that you guys may be doing wrong in Valorant is actually peeking wrong. When you peek in Valorant, you want to be making sure that you know exactly how many people are around a specific corner. And if you don't know how many specific people are around a corner, you want to make sure you're trying to get that info through other ways, whether it's through your teammates' help or through jiggling a corner and just prodding, as the EU folks say, and getting that info just by jiggling and making sure that you're not going to swing into 3 people. I know that you're really confident and you're probably feeling really good, but even the best players are not going to be able to swing around a corner not knowing there's 3 people around that and then just win the fight. What you want to first make sure you're doing is not being very, very close to the wall that you're swinging around, whether it's a box, a wall, a car, anything. Make sure you're as far away as possible from that specific wall so that you get the advantage of seeing someone first. I'm sure you've heard it a million times how geometry works. If you're farther away from an angle that you're swinging versus the other person, you're just going to see them first just based on how angles and geometry works. I don't even know if it's geometry. It could be something else, but the farther away you are from the angle, you will see the person first. There is one minor exception to being very close to a wall, and that is only if you know someone's super tucked away and deep into a corner that you 100% know they're there. And if you're close to the wall, just the speed at which you're swinging from behind that wall really close will actually give you the advantage and the peeker's advantage, as you may have heard many times. But if you're safely trying to peek angles, you want to make sure you're far away from that specific angle that you are peeking. And while you're peeking it, you want to make sure you know what kind of fight you're getting yourself into. Another thing that you're probably doing wrong is staying in one position for too long. Like I said in the beginning, I know you're an insane cracked player, but playing numbers in your games is much more important than you getting 1 3K win a round. Say you're lurking up B long like I'm showing in this clip. If you lurk down and get into fountain area, you get 1 kill and then swing into 3 more people trying to creep up into hookah, you're most likely going to die. And then those numbers that you had being a 5v4 are now just tied into a 4v4 now, and your team no longer has the main advantage. If you're lurking or just pushing down a spot where you may get some very good ground and you manage to get a kill, just immediately fall back and play numbers. The numbers game is much more important, like I said, than you getting a 3K or, you know, spray transferring into 5 people, and it will help your teammates with that info that you're getting a lot more than you padding your stats. You always want to keep the enemies guessing as well, so if you're able to just quickly get 1 kill, back off, and have them just freaking out, not knowing where you are, that's going to benefit you a lot more as well. So next time you find yourself getting a quick pick out in the mid round of a game, just take that fight and run. Just remember the saying to yourself, as I've said before in multiple videos, 1 and done. Just take that 1 kill, you're done, peace out. This third tip kind of coincides with the first tip, and it is that you're probably holding angles wrong. Each scenario is different, like I've said, and first and foremost, whenever you're holding an angle, you want to make sure you're the farthest possible away from that angle that you can be. But here's another slight tip that may help you when you're holding a specific angle. Try to picture how the person that you're fighting is going to be peeking that angle. Are they going to be slowly walking out from that angle, or are they going to be full swinging? With this info, you want to be positioning yourself according to that info. So if you know that the person is going to be walking around that corner, you want to be holding a tight angle. You want to be tucked in line, pretty much exactly parallel and in line with that wall that they're peeking. As you can see in this clip that I'm showing you guys, I'm in line with the wall on B long. So if someone is walking very slow out from this angle, they're gonna have to slowly turn their mouse and clear all those off angles before finally making their way to the deep angle tucked beside them. Now on the other hand, if you know someone is just going to be absolutely W key race car Ferrari peeking from an angle, you want to be holding an off angle and positioning your crosshair a little bit away from the wall or the archway or whatever doorway that they're peeking from. Because of this, you can mentally prepare yourself to shoot when they swing into your crosshair, and since they're swinging, they're most likely going to be hard clearing that specific angle that we were just talking about, so you'll hopefully be able to catch them off guard with their crosshair placement a little bit off. The fourth thing that you may be doing wrong in Valorant is actually practicing wrong. You're practicing, right? Well, if you're not practicing, you're doing that wrong. But when you actually are practicing, you want to make sure you're focusing on your mistakes. If you just focus on constantly training your aim and not actually focusing on like your positioning or some specific part of a game or map that you're struggling with, it's not really going to help you all in all in your games. Say you have a hard time playing on B site on Haven, for example. You may not really know how to play specific angles or take specific fights. Something you can do to actually focus on this mistake is obviously play there in as many games as you can. Play there in death matches if you can manage to get over there without dying. You can also go into custom games with a friend and just practice taking and retaking B and figuring out the best spots for you to play on that site. Also, maybe your ability usage could use a little work, so you can focus on using those better and finding maybe better lineups or just how to use a specific ability in a specific scenario better. Just focus on what you are struggling with, and this will slowly help you eliminate those mistakes. My fifth and final tip actually does coincide with ability usage, and it is probably that you are using your abilities wrong. You're probably thinking to yourself, I'm not using my abilities wrong. I know exactly how to play this agent, and I'm sure you know how to play that specific agent that you're playing, but I do want to try to help you think about your abilities in a different way. A big analogy that I use a lot, and I've seen a lot of other streamers and pro players use before, is just that Valorant is a chess game. It's a very advanced chess game with the pieces moving all over the board. And if you think about your abilities as maybe the pawns of your game, and if you don't play chess, please go start playing chess. It's really fun, and it'll help you look at this game in a different way. But if you use your pawns, aka your abilities, to bait out the other opponent's pawns or abilities, this will help you a lot more than just randomly throwing your abilities to try to get something to happen. As much as Valorant is a fight between guns, it's just as much a fight between abilities as well. If you get someone to use a specific ability that makes it bad for them, then one, you're creating a bad situation for them, and two, you're costing them money that they're going to have to use to buy that ability back next round. The next time you're throwing that jet smoke, think about it a little bit more. What are you trying to accomplish with this jet smoke other than smoking off a specific angle? Maybe you're trying to fake the enemy out and think you're going somewhere that you're actually not, triggering them to maybe pop an Astra smoke somewhere or throw a sage slow. Think about stuff like this, and it will hopefully help you use your abilities better. So that is going to do it for the 5 things that you may be doing wrong with in Valorant. I hope this didn't offend anyone. I'm not saying you guys are bad players or anything. I just wanted to give you guys some helpful tips on some common things that people ask me about a lot in my stream and in my YouTube comments. But if these things do end up helping you guys out, make sure to come back and let me know, whether in the stream or in the comments of this video. I would love to know. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. It really does help me out a bunch. That's why every YouTuber ever says it. And I would love to see you guys in the Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/Iridium. Make sure to let me know you came from YouTube if you do decide to come over. So that's going to be all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And on that note, ta-ta for now.